via social media.
But it's still not even.
That's what makes it even.
Now, if you go back and watch that video, you will see something. You will see these random experiments that people like to do, where they can go through each other's messages. The man was willing to give up his messages. The woman was willing to give up her messages. Only thing was, she don't really read a lot of her messages, but she communicates through social media. And he said, let's read through that. Her argument is not even. So I don't think everybody was looking at the big picture. I already know it looks suspicious, but the bigger picture is, why are you afraid to let the man go through your phone at all in that experiment? Because you got something to hide, and it's not looking good. And you'll see in the end of that video where he said, I'd rather not know. Which go back to my video when I say women aren't the best cheaters. Some men just choose not to even look for it. They choose to look the other way. Hell, sometimes they might be doing what you doing. That ease my conscience to know you doing it, so that makes me even better at doing what I'm doing. I don't feel shit when I'm doing it now. But anyway, let's get back to this. Anybody was at a point to where they hated the ideal of marriage, and then they had a little hope again, and they watched that video, it just set them back. Because now I don't trust the sanctity of being in a relationship no more. I don't want to get hurt. And you know what happens after this? People get into these relationships with one foot in, one foot out. And eventually they're going to make a mistake, because I'm going to beat you at doing whatever you're trying to beat me doing. That's when relationships start turning into a competition. When you're not fully invested, it's easy to cheat on somebody. It's easy to do all these things. So you've already turned yourself into a narcissist. And then when they break up with you, you just miss that power you have over them. You don't really love them. You just don't want to see them with nobody else. It takes courage to love. Everybody's so busy trying to run from pain when pain has beauty in it. You're never going to run away from pain. You might run from this type of pain, but there's another form of pain waiting for you over here. Don't be so focused on the snake where you'll end up missing the scorpion. Besides, you know the difference between love and attachment? Attachment is pleasure before the pain. Love is pain before the pleasure. And I'll tell you how. Smoking a cigarette is pleasure to some people. They're getting their pleasure right now for their torment tomorrow. You turn the cigarette into ashes today, and the cigarette will turn you into ashes tomorrow. Looking for the dopamine right now. Let me tell you what love is. Love is pain before the pleasure. Think of a woman that's giving childbirth, right? She go through the moments of throwing up, rear cravings, the ups and downs, and finally that painful childbirth she have to give. After all that pain, and the child is born, she got that bundle of joy in her arms where she loves. And that is the pleasure of seeing that beautiful baby that looks just like you and the man you created it with. Laugh now and cry later is a real factor of life. You just gotta pick your poison. Do you rather laugh now and cry later, or do you rather cry now and laugh later? There's no getting out of that. If you want to stay with a person, you want to experience the pain of the breakup, you will experience a different form of pain from the person that you're with. If you go ahead and suffer the pain of a breakup, you actually heal and become the greatest version of yourself. The true moral of the story is, let's promote healthy marriage and not toxic one for those who need it.